I invented Uber. If everything worked out the way I planned, I'd be sitting someplace tropical right now on my huge mega super yacht with a helicopter and a backdrop, teaching millions of people how to become rich, be successful, and all these wonderful things. Instead, I'm in fucking tropical Moscow. It's early September and it's already 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Drinking this $1 coffee, wearing this cheap clothes, and do you see my mega yacht out back? I don't. I see a tiny beach, a little lake, and bunch of old benches. Things did not go as planned. It's pretty good. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Konstantin and welcome to Inside Russia. We're living in today's Russia explained by the insider you can trust. And if you're a returning viewer, then thank you so much. You're awesome and you rock. Please keep on coming back for more. Despite this is September in Moscow, Russia, and it's 40 degrees, this guy right here is swimming. Go figure. It's really cold, you know? It's actually a lady, it's not a guy. Let me tell you my personal story of inventing Uber, not being able to actually make it, and why I love the place where I am right now and how it is important to be knocking on the doors. Let's get right into it. No, I'm not crazy and I am not lying. I actually did invent Uber, and this is how. By 2012, me and my partner had launched a successful startup, and we were looking for ways to expand our business and to get into something new. One day, we were sitting, firing ideas back and forth, looking for the next thing. I came up with the idea of crossing a smartphone. Back then, it was still a novelty, not too many people had them. That's 2012. And a taxi cab. We immediately saw that that was a brilliant idea and started brainstorming. In following 2 hours, we came up with a plan of launching a company that essentially would be like Uber. We were so excited that we actually started taking actions right away. My partner ran to a good friend of his who owned a taxi cab company in St. Petersburg and, pitched him the idea. And that guy loved it. He said, I'm in with you guys, let's do it. We started working hard. We started launching the company, the project. We started drafting all the operations, getting the budgets and things like that. Little did we know that we were not the first ones. 2 weeks after we internally launched the project, there was a big news in Russia that an Israeli company called Get Taxi was entering Russian market. Get Taxi? We couldn't believe it. We just came up with the next big thing, and it turns out that someone had already invented it and realized it, okay? Because the Get Taxi had been successful in Israel and before that in San Francisco. And it turned out that Uber had existed for some time. It was a small company, nothing major, nothing big, but it had existed already. Oh, gosh. Discouraging. Then, 2 weeks after the announcement of Getting Taxi opening in Russia, a Russian company called Yandex announced their own project called Yandex Taxi. And Yandex is huge. It's like Russian Google. So we thought about it and decided to throw in the towel because we didn't feel like competing with the huge Yandex and already successful company Get Taxi, backed by venture capital, It looks like it starts raining. Things didn't work as planned, but the idea was there, and it was a brilliant one. I invented Uber. My idea was the first one, the initial one, and my partner, together we developed the whole thing with him, So things did not go as desired, and we did not become billionaires. To be honest with you guys, we didn't even become millionaires back then in Fergana, although we were trying really hard. Tragedy, right? Well, I will try to prove that not making it with our own Uber has been one of the best things that happened to me. This is how. So why don't I consider not making it with my own Uber a tragedy? Had everything gone as planned back then, my life would have been different now. I probably wouldn't have been married to the lady that I'm married to, and I probably wouldn't have Michael. I actually like the way that things worked out. And I haven't given up. I still work, and I still keep knocking on the doors, looking for opportunities. Only my big thing will happen in the future. So nothing is lost. Everything is to be gained. This is why I actually love the experience. Life has actually been treating me really good. Business, work, money, family, kids, place, everything's fantastic. And failed Uber, just one of parts of my life that actually added experience to the whole journey. Okay, loving it. Getting ready to make this video, I kind of went over this my Uber experience, and I realized that I am a champion of missed opportunities. Actually, I have so many things that I had invented, came up with, and started that didn't work out, then probably makes me, if not that champion, but somewhere among the top people with missed opportunities. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had successes, but the missed opportunities and failures and mistakes, they outnumber my successes probably 1 by 3 or even by 5, you know. I've decided to share with you some of my missed opportunities because, hey, I don't mind, you know, it just adds to my character. I mean, I'm successful enough to be able to tell about the failures and the mistakes. So the next, I'm gonna give you the story of how I missed the opportunity to get the entire Russian population, all 100+ million people, hooked on coffee. Please watch right here.